Title: Why do politicians change parties? The truth about ed. Power in Indian politics. A question every citizen has. You've probably seen this happen many times. A politician wins an election, campaigns on promises, gets votes in the name of one party, and then suddenly, they join another party. Sometimes they say it's for development. Sometimes it's for national interest. But the real question is it really about public interest? Or is there something else happening behind the scenes? And there's another pattern people often notice. Why is it that when a politician is in the opposition, they suddenly face investigations by agencies like the Enforcement Directorate? Is it just a coincidence? Or is there a deeper connection between politics, investigative agencies, and power? In this video, we'll break down everything, from history to present-day politics, with facts, examples, and logic. And most importantly, we'll answer one key question. What can ordinary citizens actually do about it? Party switching is not new. Let's first clear a common misconception. Many people think party switching, also known as defection, is a recent problem. But the truth is, this issue is decades old. Back in 1967, a legislator named Gaya Lal changed his political party 3 times in a single day. Morning, one party; afternoon, another; evening, yet another. This bizarre event gave rise to the famous phrase, Aya Ram, Gaya Ram. At that time, Indian politics became highly unstable. Governments were formed, and then collapsed within days or weeks. Legislators would switch sides for money, power, or positions. To stop this chaos, the government had to take serious action. Why the anti-defection law was introduced. In 1985, under Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, India introduced a major reform, anti-defection law. The goal was simple. If a politician switches parties after winning an election, they can lose their seat. In other words, you cannot betray the mandate given by voters. It sounded like a strong solution. But, as often happens, loopholes remained. Politicians adapted quickly. They began switching in groups. Or they resigned first, then joined another party. Instead of stopping defections, the system made them more sophisticated. Today, defection is a political strategy. Now let's come to the present. Today, party switching is no longer random. It is strategic. To understand this, let's look at some major examples. Example 1, Madhya Pradesh. 2020, Jyotiraditya Scindia left the Congress party. More than 20 MLAs resigned along with him. What happened next? The state government collapsed. A new government was formed. Example 2, Maharashtra. 2022, Eknath Shinde rebelled against his own party, Shiv Sena. Dozens of MLAs joined him. The result? The government changed completely. The political structure of the state shifted overnight. From these examples, one thing becomes clear. Today, defection is not just a personal choice. It is a powerful political tool to change governments. Ed and politics. Is there a connection? Now we come to the most controversial part. The Enforcement Directorate, ED. This agency operates under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Its job is to investigate financial crimes and money laundering. On paper, this is essential for any democracy. But questions arise when patterns emerge. Several reports and political analyses suggest a large number of ED cases involve opposition leaders. In some situations, politicians later switch parties. This leads to a controversial pattern. First, an investigation begins. Then, political pressure builds. Then, in some cases, Party switching happens. Critics argue. Investigative agencies may be used as tools of pressure. The government, however, strongly denies this. Agencies are independent. Actions are based on evidence. Fighting corruption is necessary. So where does the truth lie? The honest answer is, every case is different, but patterns raise legitimate questions. Your idea: should switching be limited to once? Now let's address your idea. Should politicians be allowed to switch parties only once? Quote, at first glance, this sounds reasonable. It seems like it would reduce frequent switching, bring stability. But when we analyze it deeply, problems appear. Problem 1. Even one switch is enough. If a politician uses their one chance strategically, they can still bring down a government. Problem 2. Timing manipulation. Politicians could simply wait for the perfect moment. Before elections, during government formation. Problem 3. Democratic freedom. What if a party becomes corrupt, changes ideology completely? Should a politician be forced to stay? So the real issue is not how many times they switch. The real issue is, what happens after they switch? Quote, what could actually fix the system? Experts suggest more effective solutions. Solution 1. Mandatory re-election. If a politician switches parties, their seat should be vacated. They must contest elections again. This ensures voters decide. Switching becomes risky. Solution 2. No rewards for defectors. No ministerial positions after switching. This removes incentives. Solution 3. Faster legal decisions. Quick action on disqualification cases. Delays allow manipulation. Solution 4. Transparency. Public should know why and when a switch happens. The focus of all these solutions is accountability, not restriction. The role of citizens. Now comes the most important part. What can people do? In a democracy, the ultimate power lies with citizens. But the problem is, people vote and then disengage. If citizens ask questions, track performance, avoid blind support, then political behavior changes. Remember, politicians respond to what voters tolerate. The real truth. So what is the final truth? Party switching is not new. But today it is more strategic and powerful. The ed politics debate is complex. Laws exist, but loopholes remain. And most importantly, the solution is simple in theory, but difficult in practice, because it requires change in both the system and the mindset of voters. If you found this video informative, share it with others, because awareness is the first step toward change.